What is going on? Counter Fools here with another Madden video. This video I'm going to show you how to pretty much pick apart an offense, and what's not the best team to do it with than the Patriots. Two elite tight ends, deep threat in Brandon Lloyd, and a slot receiver in Wes Welker who has really good route running. The first clip you'll see, it's about 8 minutes long, is how to just pretty much a normal, balanced way to pick apart the defense. And then the second clip will be a 2-minute type of thing, how to pick them apart. The last one might seem like, everybody does that, but there's some little things you might want to add onto it to make it more accustomed to picking apart the defense. So definitely some of the things you definitely need to be able to pick apart a defense, any defense in this game. You can do it with any team, any playbook. The best playbook to do it with is, of course, the Patriots, because they have a lot of shotgun plays and they have really nice single back and I form plays. So definitely use it. I recommend using their playbook if you're trying to, pick apart the defense. And my little definition of picking apart the defense in this game is controlling the clock, getting first downs, not just be like throw it deep, throw it deep, throw it deep. You don't want to be a high-powered attack, because the point of picking defense apart is tiring them down, making the player mentally think, well, how am I going to stop this? How am I going to win this game? And it will definitely affect the way they play on offense, because they're thinking, if I can't stop this, I'm going to have to throw all game. So it can eliminate the running game and make them make very, very poor choices. This guy makes some poor choices. I didn't record the defense, but he was throwing. He just kept trying to throw deep, even though he got the early lead because of one play. And this whole 8-minute little segment here, little clip, whatever you want to call it, he scored a touchdown the first play on offense. He did not get the ball till at least the 2-minute warning, the second quarter. So this definitely works against any team. Giants are a bad defense, but not the greatest. So a team against the Ravens on this game of the 49ers, it could work, but you just have to be a above average player. Some things you might want to know of how this can work. How this can be effective is you got to make quick reads. Zone or man, you might look pre-play and be like, oh, the corner's sagging off, it's gonna be a zone. Sometimes it ends up being man. They could back off the coverage before everybody's in the spot, so it might look like that. Or they might have a blitz going on as a safety covering the X and Y receiver or tight ends, whatever your first read is. So you have to make your reads definitely after the play really quick. If you get time in the pocket, use it. I think on this play right here, actually, I use it with Aaron Hernandez. Actually, I think I get sacked. No, I switched to a run. After this play, you'll see it. But if you get time in the pocket, perfect. But you gotta make your quick passes. You gotta, before you snap the ball, have an option in the mind. Who's your first option? Who's your second option? If those options are gone, try to get out of the pocket. Be a little bit mobile. I know with Tom Brady it's a little bit hard, but just roll out of the pocket a little bit, and maybe it'll clear some space up. If not, throw the ball away, click down on the right analog. All you have to do. So you definitely need to make quick reads. You can't be a player just be like, I'm gonna look at the deep guy first. Look at the quickest route that's gonna be ran. And also look at, before you play the game, look at your depth chart. Don't look at the overalls. Don't look at their speed. Look at their route running, their catching, their spectacular catch, their carrying. All the stats that you never really look at. You just see their overall and you start them first. There's some people that, whose route running is going to be better than this other guy. You might want to put them in, because if you have a guy with good route running, you get mismatches. And that's a nice little segue to what this little, little tip type of thing. Make mismatches. For example, Aaron Hernandez on a linebacker. That's one of the biggest mismatches on this game, because he's pretty much a wide receiver, but he's a tight end in this game, so he's got the strength. And Welker on a linebacker. So if you got a speedy guy that can run routes on a linebacker, prioritize and make him the #1 target. Make him your first read. If he's not open, go to the second read. Don't be like, oh, Brandon Lloyd 1-on-1, gonna throw to him. It doesn't work like that, because what happens if that safety goes back and you're looking deep there, but Welker's wide open in a little spot that you have to make that quick read to throw it to him to get that first down. So first, make your first two options really quick routes. So Wes Welker slant, a Gronkowski or Hernandez doing it in or out. You don't want to target the deep ball anytime. You don't want to be like one-on-one he's going to go deep. Make that quick read, see if he's going to actually make a break and where the safety is. If he's not open, you got to be quick and fast, because your line's not going to hold you the whole time. And having a quarterback like Tom Brady, he's got a quick pass. He can, throw balls where other quarterbacks can't. So that kind of helps. So definitely make your reads. Have two options. Go into a pick a play and be like a passing play per se. You have Welker in a slant. You're like, he's my first option because I know he can route run. And then your second option could be Hernandez, and I know he has a linebacker on him. I could do an out route, and the linebacker will be pushed back a little bit, and Hernandez has the speed to gain that first down. Instead of being like Lloyd, deep route, wide open, if you don't know if he's wide open, you're guessing because it's man on man. If he's not open, then that's 2 or 3 seconds you could have spent looking at Welker or Hernandez, who are more likely to get open right away and get you your effective yards. You want to make those short passes. You want to be smart about it. You don't want to turn the ball over. All that. You want to be efficient. So what if you gain 5 yards on a pass? That's 5 yards more added to it, like 5 yards less to that first down. The goal for this is to get the first down. If you see a big play, take a shot, but don't take the shot if you know something else is gonna work and get you the first down first. You might think, oh, well, the goal is about the game to score touchdowns. The goal of the game is to win the game. Do what you have to do to win the game. If it's throwing 5-yard passes all game and then going deep, or throwing deep all game and then going short pass to run the clock out and run the ball. It just varies on how the other person plays. You gotta adjust to it. And so that's how you gotta adapt to it. That's how I've seen people lose games, is because they don't want to adapt to the situation. Keep throwing the ball deep, they keep throwing interceptions. They're gonna keep trying. But yeah, I'm leaving. Say I'm playing the Giants right now, for say, and he's just blitzing the hell out of me. And I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be one on Lloyd. I keep trying Lloyd, and it doesn't work. But yeah, Welker's wide open and could get 10 or 15 yards after the catch. I would take Welker in that situation. I wouldn't just keep trying for Lloyd. I would keep going for Welker until he realizes Welker is the guy I keep going to, so he's going to try to cover Welker, and that leaves Lloyd wide open. You got to outsmart your opponent. You got to adapt to them. If they don't adapt, simple as that. You win the game if they can't adapt accordingly to what you're doing, or if you can't adapt to what they're doing, you're going to lose the game. This guy didn't, obviously, because I kept doing it, running the ball once in a while, and then passing it to Gronk, Hernandez, or Welker. Lloyd was not even part of the game, only in maybe 1 or 2 plays. So, you gotta be smart with this. That's how you pick apart a defense. Is you gotta be smart. You gotta make your reads. You gotta make mismatches. You gotta make the smart plays. Don't be like the Lions and just be like Matthew Stafford, throw it deep to Calvin every time. It's not gonna work every time. You gotta go with something that's gonna get you somewhere. You just can't be jumping the gun, boom, trying to go for it all. Work for it, and then try to. Sounds kind of like a motivational speech someone would do at a job fair or something. Then I guess that's pretty much it. Here now you're seeing the 2-minute warning type of stuff. You should be able to do this. Anybody can. Just hurry up. If you find a play that works, do it. Mix it up. Maybe. Also, another thing was mix it up. Like I said, you saw these 2 clips I had. Maybe start the game off with a no huddle. Be like, oh, he's in a no huddle game. Then slow down the pace, because you want to play with his head. You're picking apart his defense. You want him to think he's going to do this, but no, you go to the other guy, or you run the ball. You want to boggle his mind. You want to make him think. You want to make him, lose some brain cells by thinking too hard or something. It just comes to that point where, he's just going to get frustrated and quit, or just start making terrible decisions. This works with any team, like I said earlier in the video. You got to know how to use the team. I know how to use the Patriots. Welker, Gronkowski, and Hernandez. And then Lloyd comes in once in a while. I'll throw him a slant or two, see if he can make something of himself, or run with Ridley. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll do a pick apart the offense with the defense sooner or later, and all the links below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be on the lookout for how to pick apart an offense in the next coming weeks.